So, printmaking. In my watercolor class right now, we're doing monotype. That's a style of printmaking or a type of printmaking where you have a sheet of plastic or of glass or of metal. You put this gum on the sheet and you wipe it in really good so it'll actually be able to paint directly onto that sheet of whatever material you have. And that's because if you don't, then your water is just going to pool and it's going to look like you dropped a bunch of colorful water on the page, which, I mean, maybe that's what you're going for. Maybe you're like, this is abstract expressionism, it's all about form. That's cool. Don't put any gum Arabic on it. Just know in advance what you're going to do and the fact that you're going to have to bullshit that to your teacher. After you paint on your sheet, you let it dry completely, which takes a long time. I mean, like, seriously, a long time. It's not funny. It takes for fucking ever. Another method is to use this handy little device. This is slightly better than the wave your paper around method, but only very slightly, very slightly. Another option, which I tend to do, it's my favorite option, after everyone is gone for the day, basically you dance. It is the only way you can be 100% sure your paper is dry. Like, nothing else appeases the gods of printmaking like dance. You need to dance. It's like a sacrificial thing. So once your painting is dry, you know, you've waved it with the wavy thing, you've completed your dance. The gods of printmaking are appeased. Everything's looking good. So basically, at that point, I mean, you're supposed to have had your paper soaking, right? You put it in a sink and it soaks for like 20 minutes at least. You get your sheet out, you dry it off, and you're not trying to get it totally dry, you just don't want it dripping, because the wetness of the paper has to like activate the dried watercolors on your sheet. And you put it on the rolling press. You put your sheet down first with your actual painting on it. You put your paper on top of your sheet, you plop down your foam, you plop down your canvas thing, you grab this giant crank thing and you roll it through. And then once it's out the other side, you just peel back those layers again and you lift up your sheet. You're done. That's one sheet, that's one image, and you've got one print. And it's called monotype because you only get the one image. Your painting on your plate is still there, but most of the color has been transferred onto the piece of paper. So you've got this like very faded image. You can either just reprint that as it is if you want, or you can add to it. You can paint over top of it. You can enhance certain parts of it by putting color there to make it really stand out and be really opaque, or you can use the faded image as sort of an atmospheric distortion. The old image is your ghost, and you can have multiple ghosts, but the more often you go through this process, the less strength your image will have. It will be more faded. So that's printmaking, as I understand it. Thanks for watching, and if nothing else, I hope you feel inspired to go and do your own dances. Even if you've never seen a print that looked cool, even if you don't think anything of it, I would recommend printmaking. It's a very interesting take on watercolor. It's a very unique kind of experience, and if you can get the quiet time to do it without having people around you, it's very zen. Thanks for watching.